Hello and welcome to the All Made Up podcast with me, Harry Stakini.
Me, Lewis Coleman.
And me, Ben Hart.
The show where each week a guest joins us in the writer's room to create a story like you and we have never heard before.
Not quite knowing what's around the corner or what we'll find along the way, as this podcast is exactly what it says on the tin.
It's all made up.
You swiveled into that as well.
Yeah, swiveled in. And you was also leaning in with the elbow on the desk there.
Yeah, well, I just thought I'm not going to put any intonation on my voice. I'll just change my stance. But hello, everyone that's watching, listening. Thank you very much for tuning in for another episode of the All Made Up podcast.
First things first, before we go any further, you keep watching it, but you're not subscribing.
That is very true.
It's so... With thousands of hours, pretty much now. We're nearly at 2,000 hours watch time, 226 subscribers. It's a joke. You need to get involved. Hit the subscribe button now before Ben comes around your house.
Yeah, I'll batter you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I genuinely, I thought I'd done something wrong then. When you were like, first things first, I was like, oh.
This is it.
Oh shit, he's going to call me out of the pod.
It is true. We do. Obviously, people are consuming it, but they're just not. They're not in the subscribe button. You don't realise the level of status that then gives us, right? Because if we can get to 500, we're going to turn into right bastards.
You know what? You know what, John? It's depressing. I put it into a little AI bot online saying our target is 500 subscribers. It went,
fuck off.
It went, we predict you'll hit this by July 2025.
That's all right.
Well, it's not, because that was our target for this year. So you need to help us out, guys. Start rating the podcast a bit more and start subscribing.
Hey, give us 5-star ratings a bit more.
Yeah, 5 stars.
Yeah.
We just need
what
it.
Would you rather? More 5-star reviews or more subscribers?
I think they're both as important as each other for me.
Look, if you're sat on the fence and you're wondering which one's a priority,
just do both.
The power's in your hands, right?
Speaking of AI, just before I forget, I actually asked ChatGPT if it had heard of the All Made Up podcast. Do you want me to tell you what it said?
Yeah, tell me.
All right, 1 second. So I said, have you heard of the All Made Up podcast? It put, yes. The All Made Up podcast is a weekly comedy show where hosts Harry Stakini, Lewis Coleman and Ben Hart collaborate with a guest to create an entirely improvised and often absurd story. Each episode unfolds as a creative writing session with unpredictable twists and humorous plot lines. For example, episodes have featured scenarios like a man trying to resolve tensions between birds and skiers in the French Alps, or a woman plotting an elaborate insurance scam while her dog secretly helps her trapped husband.
Tevez.
Yeah. The podcast started in May 2023 and has gained attention for its imaginative premises and comedic delivery. It's available on all platforms like Podchaser, Acast and Amazon Music.
Sure.
That is unreal.
We should put that as a review.
Yeah. And it's still not subscribed, which you're fuming about. Well, that's good that we're massive in the AI world. You know what I mean?
We're future-proof.
Yeah. All these robots stood around with their LED eyes being like, how good is All Made Up?
Well, one thing they won't be able to do is make up stuff like that. So they'll need podcasts like this.
Maybe they're mining us. We're being fracked every week.
However, it did say, reviews seem to be sparse online with the podcast described positively on its hosting platforms, but lacking detailed critical evaluations or widespread fan feedback. If you enjoy experimental humour-driven podcasts, it might be worth giving it a try to see if its style suits you.
That is going as a review, and I'll post it myself.
Yeah.
You might. If you want to listen
but
to
5 stars, you might.
Yeah.
What's it called? Chat?
GPT.
Chat
Where have you
GPT. Yeah, no. Because I always say it wrong. That is so funny that it's heard of us. But
What's that called? AI.
Yeah.
What's that?
A
computer. A computer. Is it connected to internet?
I've never asked AI any other question apart from just, can you rewrite this?
That is funny. I sometimes do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't do it regularly.
Should we tell them who our guest is before we carry on down this route of AI?
I think we should.
Our guest for today, everybody, is comedian, writer, Molly McGuinness, who is absolutely fantastic. Very excited to have her on the couch today. She is based in Manchester, doing very well on the comedy scene, and she was on Comedy Central doing a spot on there. Have you seen this?
Yeah, so I think so. She's BBC New Comedian of the Year as well.
There you go. See?
And
credits.
Yeah, credit after credit.
Yeah.
We'll ask GPT if it's heard of Molly.
Yeah. Probably has, because it's bigger than the pod.
There's one of them. There's 3 of us.
But very excited to have her on the podcast. So she will be joining us in the studio. Lewis, before we hit record, I was telling him about my trip to Dunelm this weekend, right? And he said, "This is gold material."
Yeah, I think people will latch onto this sort of stuff.
It's relatable, not just like
relatable.
comedy.
Well, as I say, I had to go and buy bedding, right? As I've explained to you both, and there's a scale of how much you want to spend on bedding. I think buy nice or buy twice. So I walked out of Dunelm, £235 lighter with a duvet.
How big's your bed?
It's king size, pal.
Yeah.
God, £235 though.
The duvet.
What is it? Silk?
No, linen.
Cashmere.
Yeah, but it is.
It's just made of 20s. But unbelievable duvet, very, very warm. 13.5 tog.
Sorry?
Oh yeah. What is it? Is it duck down feathers in that inside it?
No, purely synthetic.
I thought 13.5 tugs the amount of wanks you've had in it.
Yeah, a part one today.
Good job, that.
But yeah, that's why the bedding's non-refundable. But basically, I bought the bedding. It's nice. It's on,
and it's made of vulcanized rubber, which means it won't perish.
Yeah.
Is that an Alan Partridge thing? Right, okay. What a line, perish.
Perish is a great word, isn't it?
Yeah. Just so you know, this item will never perish.
Anyway, that's a lot to spend on bedding.
This podcast will never perish. It lives on in the internet age.
Yeah, forever. The people asking AI, what was the best podcast of the 2020s?
Yeah. What was the best podcast before AI took over? And they were like, all made up because it gave us the idea.
How long do you reckon it'll be before you are listening to AI-generated podcasts?
Well, yeah, already. That would be like...
Do you reckon you've listened to one already?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, most of the stuff I consume on TikToks. TikTok already AI generated. Joe Rogan's voice telling me different things. Buy this lion's mane. Buy it. It'll turn you into a real man. Oh, yeah.
I was telling someone the other day about your... joke when you said, if this is me, limitless. It's so fucking funny.
I'm going to put that to myself. Yeah. Don't tell too many people.
How much would you like to spend on bedding unless you've got anything else you want to talk about?
Oh, no. Well, what I was going to say is we've started a new sort of rota system in the studio now because obviously, like you guys already know, we've been listening and following, these two don't always pull the weight, so I had to implement some sort of like rota. And it was for bringing the milk each week, but also bringing biscuits.
Yeah.
And it was Ben's turn this week, and you went for...
what they called? Biscoff?
Don't act like you didn't know what you bought.
Is it like Lotus Biscoff biscuits? They're premium.
And Harry went for hobnobs last week.
Hobnobs, yeah. Yeah, chocolate hobnobs. Just, if you're going to have a biscuit, it's got to have chocolate on it for me.
So you weren't happy with the Biscoffs this week?
I wasn't disappointed with the Biscoff. It's just...
Sounds like you were.
Worst biscuit in the world is a rich tea. That is the shittest biscuit.
Yeah, it was just a common like household biscuit when I was a kid. That
as if you're shitting on my biscuits. I thought.
No, I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying.
I was happy with my choice.
I don't think Biscoffs dip that well for me because they always give Biscoffs at cafes and stuff, don't they? And I'm always
like them.
Liam, our producer, actually manages a coffee shop. Do you give it little Biscoffs, Liam? No. Why not? It is tacky giving out free biscuits.
Oh, it's last time you have one of our biscuits, Liam. You think it's tacky? Yeah. You get your hands off them. Yeah.
No, but I think it's interesting because what I'm aiming is I think a little biscuit sponsorship for this pod would go down. What, imagine like just biscuits coming in every week.
Wheels, get in touch.
Yeah,
exactly. That would be unbelievable.
What, as in like the chocolate wheels?
Yeah, just
Jaffa
them.
Cakes. We could do it.
Jaffa Cakes.
Full moon.
When I was at
the Nines football.
No, well, yeah, when I was at United, we used to get sponsored by Jaffa Cakes back then. And
I didn't know you played at United.
Yeah.
You never mentioned it.
They used to give us a little Jaffa Cakes once we were like training and stuff.
You
like
ever
that.
used to have Jaffa Cakes in your lunchbox? That little kind of
the little orange carton, and it was like a fold over sleeve.
And the smell when you pulled it away. Oh God, you were just like dinner time.
Do you remember the advert? Full moon, half moon, total eclipse.
That was sick. Yeah. And they're always like...
I thought you just mentioned it, so I thought he was about to pick me up. Because you said it and he didn't listen.
I just said it like 3 seconds ago. He was like, oh, I would have heard that recently. Next to you. Yeah.
Full moon.
Yeah.
Half moon.
It's a woman, isn't it?
But they were always like, the mouth are full. And like, a Jaffa Cake isn't that big. But I'd be like, full moon, half moon, total eclipse. Yeah. Like, full moon, half moon, total eclipse. Because the mouth's full. I was like, my mouth ain't full.
I think it used to be bigger when we were kids, or were our hands and mouths smaller?
Shrinkflation, innit?
We all think that way, like parents when they're like, oh, when I was younger, wagon wheel, feed a family of 4 for a week.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
they
definitely.
were they were bigger. No, you were just smaller,
No,
Dad.
chocolate bars have shrunk.
They have shrunk.
Definitely.
Not the amount that parents describe though. Like my dad describes wagon wheels as like
Wheels, actual wheels.
yeah, like he's like they were so big. I was like, no, you were just 5.
That's why they called them that, because they were the size of wheels, Carl.
Yeah. It just describes them as like these huge things.
And that's what we used to go round in as well, a wagon.
A wagon. I wasn't a fan of a wagon wheel.
No, I like the jam ones though, but I always felt like they had a little saltiness to them, me.
You did it.
Yeah, it just had a touch of salt to it, which sometimes when I bit into it, wasn't a fan of.
I was always a fan of. No, I was
It's just you as like a 7-year-old being like, you enjoying your wagon wheel? Such a saltiness. Yeah. Do prefer the jam ones, but I'm pushing through.
Yeah, the red packet. Anytime it was that, not for me. Blue wagon wheel, best one, hands down. Didn't like Tunnock's tea cakes either. I wasn't a fan of them unless they had jam in.
I didn't like biting into them. You feel like this feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just for the listener, I went, oh.
Yeah, they heard it.
All right. Okay,
I think a Karamak bar is like proper good lunchtime.
Karamak? No, you're on about the biscuit caramel, the caramelly wafery one, aren't you?
Yeah.
Not the
Oh,
chocolate bar, the Karamak.
okay, I know what you mean. The
Yeah.
like layered one.
Yeah.
That's what it's called, isn't it?
Is it called a Karamak, that one?
Pretty sure it is.
Pull that up, Liam. Is it called a Karamak? That's the first time we've done that.
I'm pretty sure. Mind you.
Liam's like, what?
Yeah, I could be fucking reading it completely wrong.
How did you used to eat a Twix?
I used to bite both ends off, then put it into a hot chocolate, use it as a straw, it'd melt it all and then eat it.
Really?
I've very much grown to appreciate Twix now. I thought it was pretty bland as a kid, but I think they're very good now.
I used to like bite down the sides
Yeah, nibble the top layer.
and then like peel the caramel off, eat the biscuit, and then eat the caramel just as one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Eat the caramel as one.
Yeah, I'm mad.
I used to do that with like a chomp. I used to just roll it into a big ball, shove it in my gob, and then just chew it until it was just caramelly goodness.
Curly Whirlies, it cover you in chocolate. You're trying to eat it. It's all breaking off. You're like, ah.
Yeah.
That's Curly Whirly's great.
Yeah, you don't get. They still sell them.
Yeah,
You can still find them.
80p.
Yeah.
You still find them. You're not the right person.
They're a lot smaller though.
Yeah, Curly Whirly.
You're
It's
paying
just
far more for very little.
you do someone's like paneling in their house with Curly Whirlies, the old ones, because they were that big. Look at that. It's Curly Whirly.
Paneling is very popular in people's houses now.
Yeah. Acoustics in it.
Is that the?
Well, they said that, but it's more like aesthetic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think we should get some paneling in here?
No, absolutely not.
it's
They're
a
about
phase.
as classy as Biscoff biscuits for me.
Yeah, it's a bit of a phase at the
I'll
moment.
tell you what.
Just do better, Ben. The thing is, right, you come in with like fairly big bowls with them Biscoff biscuits, thinking that
I thought you'd all
everybody
be impressed.
exactly, but it's like your jumper. It's like that finance bro sort of energy. You've sort of
Cold.
you've brought the premium biscuits, thinking, oh, this will outshine Harry's chocolate hobnobs, and it's backfired.
Yeah. If anything, it's
That was
taken
banging
this.
him, yeah. I was like, this will really fuck Harry up.
So what are you going to go for next week then?
Well, it's I have
Keep it under wraps.
you got to keep it under wraps, haven't you? It's got to be.
Can you repeat your biscuits?
You can't do hobnobs each week.
You can't see what you've got in the house.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't have them in the house because they wouldn't be here.
There's a temple, don't you?
It's not if the stuff's in there. I had a kid come round. Well, that sounded me. My mate came with his kid and his wife.
Kid came with his mate
on the weekend, and we bought hobnobs, and we were gonna have like tea and biscuit, and yeah, I said I'm gonna go and put them in the bin, and I ate 2 on the way to the bin. And then didn't even put them in the bin, put them in the cupboard, and as they left, ate the last 2.
You're just going to throw them away?
Yeah, because if they're there, I'll just fucking eat them. But I out of a pack, I probably had 8 biscuits.
That's wasteful, that.
That is wasteful, that. You say you've grown up in a life of privilege.
Yeah, binning biscuits.
Not down the mines like me and Lewis.
Right.
End of the week, that's all you get, half an hobnob. As your treat. You're there. Father, some more hobnobs.
Yeah.
I bet you were just walking on them.
Walking on up.
Yeah. Smashing them up with your maid and clean them.
I bet you were feeding ducks in canal on your boats, weren't you, with hobnobs, you? 2 boats.
Yeah. One was a canal boat. Only one was a speedboat.
Right, I reckon we get into today's pod.
Okay.
I'm a champagne socialist, I know I am.
Ladies and gents, boys and girls, thank you very much for tuning in. This is going to be All Made Up with Molly McGuinness.
Enjoy.
Took the words right out of my mouth. What's that?
Just a little bit.
And we're back, everybody, with the brilliant Molly McGuinness.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hiya. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks very much for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, no worries.
Sorry, just finishing this biscuit.
Yeah.
Biscuit. He's desperate for get Biscoffs back into the conversation, isn't he?
It's relevant.
No, I just wanted to talk. I know you weren't here for this bit, but in the intro, we do a thing where we buy biscuits every week for the podcast, and
Right.
they're really rude about my biscuit choice. I bought Biscoffs in, which I thought, premium, I'll outsell everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, I don't really like them. They're a poor man's biscuit. I don't even like them.
No, we didn't say that. We were saying, like, if you're bringing in Biscoffs, you're trying to prove a point with the Biscoff. It's
What
like
point am I trying to prove?
that you can
they're nice. I
you
think
can
it's-
afford a premium
yeah.
biscuit. Like Harry went chocolate hobnobs last week, which
It
is
was a
very
club
much
card offer.
a working man's
Well, do you know what?
brew dipper.
Anyway, I caught them eating them both in the bit where we were waiting for you to get here. So you've been caught. You're liars.
Yeah.
What's your thought on a Biscoff, man?
I don't know. It's funny, actually. I don't know how much are Biscoffs. Are they actually more expensive now?
£1.40.
£1.40 for a...
A sleeve. Yeah, each.
I feel like, I think they used to be bougie, but now I don't think they are because it's such a popular
Yeah.
flavour.
Exactly.
Biscoffs in everything.
Yeah, it's more famous now as a flavour than a
Yeah.
biscuit, isn't it?
I agree.
Which now has made it probably kind of
Live, laugh, love.
tacky in a way.
It's a tacky biscuit.
There you go.
But in a good way. I don't know. I like a biscuit. I like it. I'm into it. But I never buy them.
Well, if you come here, what a way to sit on the fence. Yeah. But you're both right. Yeah.
What is
I
your...
never buy them, but I don't judge. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
Do
If you
you
told
know
me, I
what
would have
mean?
got you some.
Yeah, I know.
If,
I know.
what biscuit would you go for?
Ooh, okay. Probably like, I like a chocolate hobnob.
Chocolate
I like a
hobnob.
Yeah. You chose them last week.
I like chocolate digestives.
Yeah.
I think
Premium.
the key word is chocolate in it, isn't it?
Yes.
It's got to
yeah.
be a chocolate biscuit. If you're having a biscuit, it's got to be a chocolate
What do
biscuit.
you think of Bourbon's
Yeah.
a chocolate biscuit?
Yeah.
Bourbon is a childhood favourite, isn't it? But as your palate gets a bit more sophisticated when you get older, they're not that
Yeah.
good.
Oh, I don't know about that.
35p for 30,000 of a minute at Tesco. It's like
Well, I was going to get some, but I thought, no, they're too cheap.
You can get like really...
you get premium ones.
You can get bougie bourbons.
On Biscuit Week, Great British Bake Off, when they do a bourbon, it's quite a good challenge.
Pronounced bourbon.
I prefer a custard cream.
Oh, fucking dreadful.
Yeah. Really?
I know. I think it's like the nation's favourite biscuit, but a custard cream.
Which
for me,
nation? For Britain?
I don't know. Yeah, a custard cream is they're just average in my eyes.
They're a bit soggy for me when you dip them as well.
It's not even a case of dipping them. It's just the flavour of them. Like they're not Moorish.
I think they're meant to be dipped. I think that's the thing. I don't really like it on its own.
No.
But dipped it is perfect. Where I think a bourbon, because it's that chocolate thing, it's not like proper chocolate. It's a bit too bitter sometimes.
You're spot on.
Yeah. Where the custard cream just gets it perfectly. It's cozy.
See, the thing is, what
Love
I'm like.
the idea of you two having this conversation, sorry, and there's some poor lad that's just baked a tray as you're going through.
Is it?
The door's opened.
No, it's
no.
opposite. It's just there.
You're absolutely fine. Yeah. That is, for the listener, a gentleman just opened the door thinking that this
And I
was
can tell you, boy, that has never, ever happened, ever before in this podcast.
Is this the Lee Film Factory?
No way.
Incorrect. But
But
shall
I
we ask
walked in
him?
on someone else just before, so maybe they're like getting revenge.
Just
or
magical doors.
I'm honest with you, this will be episode 82, and that's not ever happened, ever. We're doing this for 2 years.
But the reason why we got biscuits, we created a rota, you got to bring a pack each week, because I think getting a sponsorship, biscuit sponsorship is like the way forward, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's a good angle. That you chat with the guest, maybe the guest brings in their biscuit of choice.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of a chat about it.
I want under 30s holiday sponsor.
Yeah.
What do you think's a realistic biscuit to be sponsored by?
McVitie's. I'm going for the top.
Oh, because it's Manchester,
Yeah, it is.
isn't it?
You go for the biggest one.
So it could happen.
Could happen. Probably won't, but
I was thinking. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking more. Because there's a lot of independent bakers now who do cookies and stuff like that online. Like Lloydie's wife is bakes cookies. That's her full-time job now, and just getting people in like that for sending the stuff. Oh, check these guys out.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
I
some
want Greg's.
artisan.
Yeah. It's £8 for a blondie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's homemade. Well, if there's a fiver in it, even better. It's fucking £8.
But that's why they need the sponsor.
Yeah,
Because they're really expensive. They need you. You need
Yeah,
them.
you need to support local. You just hate you put your foot on the throat of small business. You
You hate
Do.
it.
he spent just as a figure. How much do you reckon he spent on his bed sheets yesterday?
and a duvet. Bedding and a duvet.
Okay, bedding and duvet.
In Dunelm.
Wait,
Don't-
oh, it's from Dunelm.
Don't give any.
Not a premium shop.
Wait, duvet, as in like
King
so-
size.
So you've not got the middle bit. Like you've not bought the middle bit. You've just bought like the cover.
No, a duvet is the what you put in, and then you have a duvet.
See, that's a
cover,
bed
right?
sheet.
No, but did you buy the
the
thing
fluff,
in,
the meat.
the fluff? Did you buy the meat?
Buy the
Yeah.
full set.
Right. No one ever goes into a shop and goes, "I'm looking for duvet meat." Sorry, I've got the cover. I just need to pack it with duvet meat.
Medium rare.
Sir, I think you might be lost. No, I'm definitely not. I want some of the finest cuts of duvet meat you've got. Yeah, it's synthetic filling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meat.
Yeah.
Meat.
Is it
I
beyond?
was thinking spent then.
60 quid.
Go on, keep going.
What up?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, 100 quid.
up.
Oh,
Fucking hell. 150.
Up.
oh.
This is mental. 200 quid.
Up.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
What's going
If you-
on?
yeah.
235.
King size bed. Okay. 200 and
£35.
I'd expect that to last
what
me
is
forever.
it?
Yeah.
What is it? Silk.
Does it make itself?
Yeah, well, no, because I'm there. I beat it to it. You know what I mean? I'm like, be better, right?
I'd expect it to charge my phone if I left it for that price.
It's linen sheets,
Right.
and buy nice or buy twice. You're gonna sleep in it every day. Pound a go. That's how I looked at it.
Okay. Has it got a cool picture on? It's
not even a year.
That's what I go for. Like, has it got a good pattern?
Plain.
Please don't. It's plain.
That is a good question. That, and I knew it would be plain. It's probably like a dark green.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you know what?
What colour is it?
What colour is
It's
it?
olive.
Of
Olive,
course it
yeah,
is.
so green, like a green
That's how his
colour.
palette, that, innit? Dull colours.
Harry, you're such a grown up. Like that's so grown up.
You can't. I've got like stripy sheets and stuff, but at the same time, a busy duvet for me. Like you've been in someone's bedroom, you're like, fucking hell, that bed's busy, and there's just like,
United duvet.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like there's, if someone's, I would never have decorative cushions on a bed, right? Or
Oh my God, we're so different.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have that. Would you have decorative cushions?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I do.
right, that's-
It's because Harry's a serial killer and you're not. That's why he's a...
Harry Bateman.
Yeah.
I like that. My rifle's next to
Yeah.
me at all times. But my sister, when I was staying at her, she had like a throw and all that, and I was like, it's just the fanning around. doing
Cozy,
every
innit?
day.
Cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You don't have a throw.
No,
Harry
the bed.
Okay.
also doesn't like the feeling of a rug.
don't like it. Yeah.
Doesn't
On
like
your
rug.
feet.
What?
Yeah.
I went round his new house the other day. It was freezing cold wood on the floor. And I went, he had plenty of space. I went, you could get a rug on this. He went, no, not for me,
Why
man.
did you take your
Rugs
shoes
look
off?
good. The
Well, it was through my
aesthetically,
feet.
I think they're nice.
I
think they
do you know
just
what?
give.
I could be wrong, but I've never seen one and thought I really like that.
Really?
You've never seen a rug and thought, I really like that.
What about this one in here?
I bought it, but for the studio, it's
That's
not in my
why it's
house.
in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
You bought that?
No, he didn't.
I don't think he did, did he?
No.
I remember picking it up in the shop.
I don't think he did. I don't-
It's off Amazon, that.
Yeah, he's telling everybody he bought that sofa as well soon.
That rug is from. It's not for you. You're lying for your teeth there.
Fight.
I bought that in the fucking. We went to.
We were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was it? I'm pretty sure it was Dunelm.
Yeah, it might have been.
It's probably time I wasn't invited.
Mate, you don't want to come rug shopping.
Hey.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Molly, what we wanted, we were speaking before. You did BBC New Comedian and you did Comedy Central.
Yeah.
What was them experiences like? Tell us about them.
Well, I did the BBC New Comedy Awards in 2021.
Yeah.
And it was mad because I did stand up. I did stand up in like late 2018, maybe for like 6 months or something, and then I stopped doing it. And then COVID happened. So it kind of felt like by the time everything opened up again. So I think I can't get my times right, but 2021. Yeah. So I think I just started gigging for, I might have got, give or take, like 4 months. And then I got on the BBC New Comedian thing. So I just felt really new. Like I'd only to be honest, I probably just had that material. Do you know what I mean?
Was it
Like,
just
not
something you'd
much
filmed,
more.
sent, submitted, and then
It
they
was the Beat the Frog. I sent my Beat the Frog video. So
Right.
I think I'd done Beat the Frog and I had like a week to apply, and then I sent my Beat the Frog video. And and then I got in, which was great, and it was an amazing experience. But also, I did feel like I was just shitting myself. Like I was so like scared. Like,
it was hard to enjoy it because
like that before.
Yeah,
like I was like, looking back, my hair was falling out. I think that also was because my hair's always falling out, but like I've done it, it's happened twice. But I think that was actually because I also got COVID and it fell out from something to do with that, or it was stress. I don't know, but I was going on TV and my hair was falling out. It was really stressful. But it was obviously also an amazing experience, and like it kind of like it taught me so much and that. But yeah, it was scary. It was really scary at the time. It was funny. I really felt like thrown in the deep end a bit, and then it was kind of like, okay, once you're in there, there is a calm after, and you're like, okay, I can do this.
Are the producers in your ear at all saying like, oh, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, or is it very much you just go and do your set and we'll sort everything out? Or
they like check your set and that, like you have to like write down what you're going to say in your set, and that was all fine. Something mad happened though when on the final, there was something where like I think it was like 2 acts and then a break and then I was on, so I was like, chilling because I wasn't going to really panic until the break. But they got rid of the break but didn't tell me. And like I was like chatting to someone like right around the corner, and then they were like called my name and I had to run right around and go on. So that was probably that was really scary.
Yeah.
I can't lie, because you don't have that like moment to take it in, and then I got on and I was like, oh my God. So that was quite scary. But I mean, now it doesn't feel all that stuff doesn't feel as daunting anymore. At least I don't think like. But it was like the first time I'd done TV, and like before I did the finals, I did like one gig that was like a big room, in between the both. I did like the Joe Lycett and Friends, so that helped me a bit to be a bit more prepared.
Was that Channel 4, that one?
No, it was just like a gig.
Oh, right, okay, it wasn't televised.
No, right. But it was just a really big room.
Yeah.
I'd never done like a.
And how was that?
Room. Really good and really nice. Like, so that was quite helpful. And I did it with Anna. Me and Anna were quite similar because we were the only ones on the final that didn't have an agent, and we hadn't done it. Yeah, Anna Thomas. Yeah. And we hadn't really done gigs like that before. We hadn't done TV, so like. And we were also friends, so it was really nice that we could kind of panic together, and we did that Joe Lycett gig together, and like it was really nice to go through it with each other, and obviously it was amazing that she won. So it was good. And then the Comedy Central was all right, really. It wasn't. I thought it would be really scary, but it wasn't really. It was quite
because you've been through that experience before, just having like a camera in your face.
I don't know, because I still don't feel like someone that I don't know. I don't know how comfortable it'd be do it on camera again. But you didn't really notice the cameras on that. You wouldn't. It was a gig that you wouldn't be able to tell. It just felt like a normal gig, and it was like cabaret tables, and like it was quite chilling. And like I saw everyone go on, and everyone was doing well, and the vibe was good. So it kind of felt fine. Something I learned from the first one, which I didn't. From the BBC comedy thing, which I didn't know about originally, is if you muck up your words, you just like take a moment and then say it again, because they'll just edit it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that the first time, and I was just kind of really panicking, thinking every line had to be perfect. So knowing that really helps. I think if you just take your time and say it slightly slower than you would normally, then that's it. But
while also making it look natural as fuck.
Well, the thing is, people. There's a thing about performance, isn't it? Because it's like in your head, the people you're performing to have never seen you perform before, so they don't really know the pace of the way in which you deliver. Yeah. So even though it feels unnatural to you, to the person listening, it will just feel completely normal.
I always say that at gigs, like no one knows your set. Like how many times you walked off a gig and you'd be like, "Oh, that was absolutely awful," and then all the crowd are like, "My God, that was brilliant!" And you're just like, "You should watch me last night." You thought that was amazing,
sure. And they don't notice even that small error and stuff like that. Yeah.
On Saturday, I met a guy who was in the crowd at this gig. It was in a yacht club, right? So it was a bit of money, but it was just like a little 30 people in this room, and he was 65.
I thought you were saying the fee.
he went, this is the first time I've ever been to live comedy. And he come across like a very outgoing, quite confident guy. But I was like, you're 65 and this is the first time you've been to watch live stand-up. And he was like, yeah. I was like, that's it. That seemed like baffling to me.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, he was really like engaging and he was laughing away. But he's like...
Just doing it completely wrong. Which round was supposed to be facing?
Yeah. One of them guys that you thought he might be trouble as an audience member.
Right,
so I thought, maybe you've been before and you've thought, like, I'll try and one-up the person on stage. But, I just think it's mad how some people don't go and see live entertainment, like that.
Yeah, but so did you guys go and watch stand-up a lot before you did stand-up?
Never. I never went.
Gig, yeah.
I never watched live comedy before I did stand-up.
Yeah.
I
don't think I had.
No.
Oh no, I had like a few like big comics that I like American I hadn't really had the proper experience of it.
Not club comedy though.
Yeah.
No, I never went to like a comedy club or anything. But people that haven't been before, I mean, I was like this actually. When I first started doing open mics, I was that like nightmare person in the audience, like talking to the comic. I was just a bit of a nightmare at this time. Like, it wasn't even that long ago really, but it was when I was like doing my masters, and I was always pissed when I first started doing stand up as well. I think like the first 20 gigs I was pissed. Like,
to just help with nerves.
Yeah, but I also think like, I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And I didn't have any set. I would just talk crap drunk. It was awful, but that's how I got. And then eventually I was like, oh, actually, I should do this properly. When you watch everyone else. But I would go, and I was drunk, and I would, like, not in an annoying way, but be like, yeah. Like, that guy that does that. Right. Yeah, haha. Oh, I know about that. And then, just be annoying. Yeah. Like, I definitely was being annoying. Like, so... Yeah, I feel...
I love the idea of someone heckling you like that and you going, just stop for a sec, like, I was you once.
Yeah.
Being like, you can turn a corner.
Yeah. Well, I remember we did a gig there at Lock 91 years ago. It was like for Mustard Tree or something.
Yeah.
And your phone went off when I was on stage and you went, oh God, I'm so sorry. And then I went, it's fine. And you were going, yeah, but this never happens. And I was like, yeah, but it's fine. He's like, no, you were like, no, I'm so sorry. It's so rude to interrupt someone's set. And I was like, you're interrupting it more.
Oh my God, I don't
But no, it was like a kind thing. And you were just like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Just before we jump into the actual writer's room, I was just going to say, you did a show with Paul Campbell. Oh, is that like a tour, or is it just a one-off, the one that you did, the Summerfield one?
Yeah, we're doing like...
Tell us about it. Like, what is it?
Yeah, it's like... I don't even know how to explain. Right. So basically, me and Paul the reason we did it is because like we both live near Stretford Mall, and we'd go do our shopping together and we loved Heron's food because it's like a TK Maxx of like supermarkets.
Yeah.
Because it sells like weird discontinued products that it changes every week, so it's quite exciting to us. And you may know Paul loves his supermarket, so this is like something we would like kind of buzz over. And we really like people that on YouTube that like do mukbangs and stuff and eat loads of food. And it was originally going to be me and Paul buying a load of stuff from Heron's and cooking it in the air fryer and then filming it and eating it on video. And then somebody said, oh, why don't you just do it live? And I'm like, oh, yeah, like you could actually bring an air fryer on and do it live. But then as we were like planning it, it got bigger and bigger, and we were like, oh, what if we like sang songs? And we're like, what if it's a rock opera? So it's like an eating show and a rock opera, but we're not really good at singing or dancing.
Yeah.
But we really like doing it.
Sounds a bit like, the show, I think we were talking about this in Edinburgh actually, the guy who won, I forgot the name of the award, but the guy who just ate cheese for like days.
Oh, that cheese man.
Yeah, did you hear about that? So there's like a particular award, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like obscure acts at Edinburgh Fringe. And it was like, I'm going to eat so much cheese it'll kill me or something like that, wasn't it? And his show was just from like 2 a.m. till like...
Yeah, he ate like cheese for like 2 hours. It was great.
Yeah, just constantly. It made him ill as well, didn't it?
Lettuce, because it was making him unwell.
Yeah.
But it was...
I'd like, what's his portion of cheese? You know what I mean? Is it like...
It was
enough to make you ill.
Like packs of Gouda, like the slices.
Yeah.
I think I might be wrong, but I think he did about 10 packs of them
Bloody hell.
a night.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. It was really good.
You went and watched it, didn't you? Know? Did you not go and watch it? I thought you did.
We had to queue up and everything. It was like really
That's
hard
wild.
to get.
That's so not my shop.
Yeah.
So you spent all 2 years crafting that show. You did.
I'd be like, sweet, you bought cheese and you're going to eat it. Fair enough.
Yeah.
It
was funny because
I guarantee your bed sheets are stripy.
It was funny because all the way through it, I was like, I think I could do this. And then we had like that Gouda in the flat we were staying in, and after I think I had like 4 pieces, and I was like, I feel sick. Like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I'm not a pro. He's a pro. That guy's a pro, isn't he? But on that note, I reckon we should get into the actual story of today's pod. Ready for it, Molly?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Bring us in.
Oh, right, okay. This is going to be all made up with Molly McGuinness.
It's all made up, baby.
So, Molly, welcome to the writer's room.
Thanks for having me.
Today you are our lead writer, we're your assistants, and we're going to be creating a story together. In front of you there are 3 pots, green ones, red ones and yellow ones. Green ones are going to start our story, red ones are going to end our story, and the yellow ones are little curveball swerve balls to sort of change the direction in between.
Right.
But before we jump into them, we're going to build a character, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what would you like today's character to be called?
Roy.
Roy,
I like
okay.
Yeah.
Last name?
Rinder.
Roy Rinder.
Roy Rinder.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds like a car salesman.
No, it's 2 iconic TV people
yeah, Roy Rinder.
mixed together.
Right, okay, so Roy Rinder, and how old's Roy?
Roy is he's 69.
Nice.
69, okay. Your favourite
Retired?
age?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's been retired for a long time, I think.
Oh.
Actually, no, changed my mind.
Okay.
He's 69, but he right, got excited then. Do you know those like shops that sell like porn?
Yeah.
A pornography shop.
But you're like the dead old school.
Yeah.
Because these.
Adult art. Adult art, it's called for the old school shops. Adult
is
arts
it?
from around the world.
Is it?
I just say it's on that Peter Kay thing.
Oh right, yeah, right. Because I went in one the other week, and because I walked past it, I was going to get the coach near Shoedale, and there's always like some near there, you know, where they've got all like, the magazines up and that. And one of them is always closed. But I always want to go in because some of the magazines look mad. Like I love like kind of old. I love collecting old magazines, and
Especially
even porn. Yeah, and it was open, and it was like 10 in the morning, and I was like, oh, sick. And I bought like some like old like Playboy magazines from the 80s, but a lot of it was porn in there. And I didn't realise, but when I went to pay, they said, oh, do you know about the exchange thing we do? So I think it was like a £5 for this magazine, but if you bring it back, you get £2.50 back.
That is unreal.
And because it was mostly porn, I kind of love that. Like I love that people are still doing that. And it was only open on a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah. They check them. They're not like checking though.
They must do. They're all in like a plastic sleeve. Mine was clean. Yeah.
That's what he told you.
That's what they tell you. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Clean that one, love. Don't worry about it.
The guy serving you's got gloves up to his shoulders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jet washing them all. Put them in a pile.
Fucking hell.
It's so funny to just wank over it and then be like, oh, I'll take that back tomorrow. Like,
I know.
and because it's £5 and getting £2.50, it just seems. But then I suppose if you keep doing it, you're really not spending that much money at all.
No.
I love that was kind of still alive. So Roy is gonna own.
Roy owns one of them shops, right? So we've got to put a name on it.
What's it going to be called?
What's it called? Roy's Rolls.
Roy's Holes.
Oh, now we're talking. Nice. I like that a lot, Molly.
And where's his shop? Where's he live?
Roy's Holes. So quick and
Scarborough.
Scarborough. That's
no,
the right
okay.
place for it.
good. By the sea.
By the sea.
Yeah.
Roy's Holes by the sea.
Roy's Hole by the sea. Yeah. And how long has he had this shop for then? Has he when did he start it up?
Right. So he's 69. Okay, so let's say late 70s.
Late 70s, right?
Height of pornography.
Yeah. Mid 70s.
Was his shop like that big that people would travel far and wide to go to Roy's Holes?
Yeah, he's like, at the end he was like, no, the hole's full.
Yeah.
Because
You filled the hole.
This is Scarborough in the 70s.
yeah. So are we in the 70s currently in this story?
No, but I'm saying when it like first...
Right. Because we can go back. What I'm trying to establish is like, is
No.
he shot essentially? It's made its money, and now it's just kind of like a bit of a.
Or is it one of them where it's like
Struggling.
you said
It is
so?
struggling.
The one you described in Manchester, it's
Yeah.
never open, but it was just open at 10. You said
Yeah, so-
randomly. So are we sort of like going to document it from its prime, from its like conception to its peak, and why it went?
No, I think we should just start modern day. Like,
Right, we're starting here.
Because I think that's the weirdness of it, isn't it?
Okay.
Roy's 69, like he's old, he's lonely, but he's still keeping it going.
Yeah.
And there's something slightly endearing about it. And
Yeah.
like, you know, it's just him and the few, you know, characters that come in. That it's like that seaside but dead place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the fall from grace almost, like that former glory. It's a bit like,
Yeah.
oh god, in the 70s, it's like the sort of like the redcoats, the famous redcoats from the 70s. Like, oh, they were massive back then.
Yeah.
And he has a few regulars now who just keep the shop going.
Yeah.
Hey, all right,
I kind
Roy.
of like the idea of the fact that maybe he's 72, but he just keeps saying he's 69. Just
Yeah,
to add a bit
yeah,
of flavour
that-
to it.
Yeah, he's been 69 since he was 21.
Yeah. Like, Roy, this is really odd. He's like 69 again.
Yeah.
And so you're saying he's a bit lonely. So was he once in a relationship, or is he in one now but just feels lonely in it? What's his status?
Imagine that. I'm in a relationship, but I feel lonely in it.
Hey, it's common.
Yeah, it's just funny.
Okay. Roy hasn't been in a relationship for quite a long time. I think Roy in his heyday was a hunk.
Right.
Back when it first opened, you know, it was a hunk. He had a lady. She was like,
Did they swing?
no, maybe, yeah, they would have swung. She was like a porn star or like a page 3 model or something. Like had she was an icon.
Right.
Right.
Roy finally found the one. Massive tits.
Yeah.
Mandy.
Yeah.
Mandy.
She's called Mandy.
Mandy massive tits.
Mandy massive tits.
Right.
Call it Mandy.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
That was a reach, wasn't it, that one? But I like that you went for it.
Getting randy with Mandy.
is she still in? Is she still in the picture?
Maybe he's still looking. Maybe he's looking for her. He fucked it up. He's still got the magazines with her in. That's why he keeps it. That's why he keeps the business still open, because he can't. Because if he lets go of the business, he has to let go of Mandy. But Mandy's been. They haven't met for a long time. They haven't seen each other since the late 80s.
Okay.
Maybe Mandy went on to like big success in the porn industry because like, well, women tend to earn more. It's the only industry where women actually earn more than men. It's porn. So maybe they like started out together. He got this shop, and she went on to like massive success in America in the 70s. Maybe.
I reckon we'll find that out along the way. But a couple more questions before we jump into the pots. What's his home situation looking like? What does he live in? Does he live in a house, apartment?
He lives above it.
Nice.
He lives above the shop.
Any pets?
It's kind of nice. You can see the sea. You know, it's kind of nice, but it's small. It is basically a bed set. But he collects. He's like a collector. He collects cool stuff. He's got like those like beer signs that light up. He's got a extensive VHS collection.
Bet he does. Okay, that was.
He's got a snake.
Yeah. That's what he used to say. He says that every time. He says that every time.
Yeah.
So he's got a pet snake, has
Yeah,
he?
he's got a snake.
Yeah, did I tell you about that time that lad came and knocked on my door when we lived at Etherstone Street? And this is about 7 o'clock in the morning, this. Get a knock on door, go downstairs. Like, who's knocking on my door here? Open it up. It's a lad with jeans, socks on, a T-shirt, and a bloke stood behind him in a dressing gown. And he goes, "Have you got a pet snake?"
What?
He went, "Have you got a pet snake?" I went, "No." He went, "My mate borrowed me jeans last night, and he said he came here and he left them here. You have a pet snake?"
What?
I went, "I've not got a pet snake, mate.
Yeah.
Where are your shoes?" They were piss wet through.
Snake's wearing them.
Yeah. But just like the amount of people who come to the house, and guy in dressing gown behind him was just going like that. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
I didn't have it, no.
It's funny he wasn't like, "Have you got my jeans?"
Yeah.
It's just like, "Have you got a snake?"
But yeah, what you're saying is he's got a pet snake, lives above the shop. Anything else you want to find out? Want to get a look at the guy?
Yeah, like what's his...
Paint us a visual picture.
He's got. He always wears sunglasses. He has black hair. He slicks back. There's not much of it left.
Yeah.
But what is there is dyed black and slicked back.
Nice.
He's into American things.
Put it on the
He dresses
slate.
quite American. He wears like pointy boots. He dresses well.
Denim
Yeah.
jacket.
Denim jacket, tight.
Likes convoys.
Is he in shape?
Yeah. He's not. Is he in shape? He's not. He's slim
Because in my head, I've
with a
got
bit
like
of a belly.
You got a bit of a gut.
Les Battersby. That's what I picture in my head.
Oh, what kind of? I think he's one of them. He's got slim arms with a belly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, yeah.
With that.
Yeah, full of lager.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And in terms of like clobber, what is he? What's his typical like outfit?
Yeah, like tight denim jacket, so the buttons might be undoing on his belly a bit. He might wear one of those
cowboy
bolo,
things.
like
Yeah.
a bolo, pointy shoes.
Sorry, I'm being thick here. What is a bowler? Is that
Cowboy thing.
is it that with the
Yeah.
two strings coming
Yeah.
off it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is spot on.
Yeah,
He's almost like he's stuck in time and
he is stuck in time.
Yeah.
It's quite sweet. He's in a little bit of a bubble.
Yeah.
spunk bubble.
Yeah,
Oh, where did that come from?
You took it there.
Hey, well, you know what I
Hey.
mean? He's filthy, isn't
I reckon. Well, it's scam, subhuman scam. I reckon we get into the pots.
right. Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
in the green pot, there are our starting sentences. You're going to pick two of them.
Yeah.
Where there is a blank, you're going to say Roy.
Okay.
So pick two, and then we'll go with our favourite.
Okay. Okay. Roy went on a deep sea dive.
Roy went on a deep sea dive.
Could be of the web. Could be.
Oh yes,
Mandy
of
Big
course.
Tits, where are you into Google?
Roy's dying friend told him a secret that would change them forever.
Oh.
I mean,
yeah.
there's two options there, isn't there? Molly, which one would you like to go with?
I think I want to go with a secret. I think that's
that's a good choice.
interesting. I feel like you would have dying friends as well.
Yeah, especially at 70 odd, yeah. You get to that point, aren't you, where you're like, you attend a lot of funerals.
And before we get into the opening sentence, we're going to find out our ending sentence. So if you pick up a red one, that's going to be where we're going to try and get to.
Just one.
Just one.
Okay. Their lover's hand was the last thing they would feel.
Oh, this could be quite emotional. This.
She chokes him to death.
I
left you years ago, you bastard.
It's his hand.
Right. Okay. So let's jump into the green one then. So it was what was it? It was
Roy's dying friend told them a secret that would change them forever.
okay. So is he attending a funeral, or is someone had an heart attack in the shop?
I think he's gone to the hospital, maybe, or...
Okay.
Oh, no, maybe someone's taken the shop.
I think someone's come in to the shop and like
To return it.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not in good nick.
Yeah,
and
that's
he goes, you're not getting $250 back for that. And he goes, I don't need it. I'm dying. And then he hits him with the truth.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't need it. I'm dying.
I don't need it. I'm dying. I'm going to hit you with the truth.
What?
The £2.50 is had this truth he's not told him.
This is extremely believable. I like it.
Yeah, he's used Herschel for the first time. He's like, bloody hell.
But if you think that magazine's bad, wait until I'm going to tell you.
Yeah. So we've got. What is he going to tell him?
Yeah, what's he going to tell him? What are you thinking here, Molly?
Well, I feel like the obvious thing would be that it is something to do with Mandy.
Yeah, he
Finding
knows.
out
He knows
something
where
about-
she is.
Yeah,
Oh.
something about Mandy, because then it also kind of connects to the end. It is kind of like, you know, he's obsessed with Mandy. Mandy massive tits for a long time.
Yeah, she's French. Mandy Massive. Yeah, it's just a name. Yeah.
But it tells her a secret. So I think it should be something.
I think it's something that it's got to send him on a bit of a. He's got to go to the next step. It's like a journey. So
Yeah.
My idea is either like it could be a location, it could be the fact that he helped her get away from him or something like that.
Yeah.
It could be he knows maybe Mandy's had a kid and he's like, I don't know where Mandy is, but I know where her kid is, and you should go and speak to this.
And the kid may or may not be yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he thinks Mandy's dead. Maybe he's thought Mandy's dead and he's kept the shop open for years as a...
Well, the thing is, if she went missing, let's say in the 80s, 90s, like why, like, and he didn't, like, she left because she got pregnant, maybe. You know what I mean? There might have been a reason why she left, but I like the idea of him maybe having a kid, which he doesn't know about. That could be quite interesting.
Maybe in the shop there is like a page 3 of her in a frame with candles around it that he just has on a shelf.
Yeah.
It's like a little shrine.
And he says, you can have that for a £5, but bring it back, I'll give you £2.50. He's like,
the guy goes, that'll be me, because I'm dying.
swap that picture.
I just think it is a nice little visual, you know what I mean? It's like
I can
always
see
got
that.
a little candle lit for her.
Yeah. No, I can see
That's
that.
hot.
I can see her magazines being on all her, like the spread is the main focus. The really expensive, the ones with Mandy on.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm thinking is, why has the friend kept it a secret? So then, could there be like an element of jealousy with the friend, because it's like they've got to like the point at the last moment in their life where they're like, actually, I'm gonna, you know, rather than just being a friend that's just found out when they're dying, maybe, yeah. Oh, go on.
I've got an idea, but do you want to
No,
go?
you go first.
What if this friend has been coming into the shop literally, right, year on year, and he's saying, look, I'm dying. You need to know something. The reason why Mandy left is because I had an affair with her years ago, and I've sat on it for a long time, and it's really, really, really killed me.
I've sat on it. She sat on me.
Yeah.
Like it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
That's good, and it's not necessarily telling the location, but it gives a drive for Roy to be like.
He's like, you've had this shop open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The candle that she's up there, and I come in every day. And and it's just, you need to know.
And he's going to die, so it's not even as if he can. Yeah, he dies then, and he's like, right, I can sort of like that. I can get over that, the fact that she had an affair, but I just want to find her.
And maybe you could say something
to
like,
a corpse.
I just want to find her.
And he's like, it's okay.
maybe you can say it to a. The guy that dies says, we had an affair, but I know that she loved you. Well, she didn't love me. She loved me. Because then that gives him a bit more for Roy to be like, maybe I should try and find her.
It's an act out, isn't it? It's an act out. We've got to do an act out. Ben, I feel like you've got something itching.
No, I was just saying, I think he could be a supplier of some kind as well. That's why he sees him regularly. Maybe, and he took Mandy on to bigger things from there.
Well, what we'll do, that's interesting. We'll find it in this conversation. So you're going to play, not Roy, you're going to play... what is the name of this chap? Yeah, what's the name of this dead friend?
Bert. Yeah.
Something sleazy.
Bert and Roy. Okay, you're going to be
Roy.
You're Roy. Okay, so you're coming in and you're going to tell him this secret that you've kept. Okay,
and I'm dying.
You're dying. He thinks that you're just coming in returning a magazine. Yeah, okay,
Right. I'm on a shisha pipe.
Actually.
Possible some wheels.
just a little coal of shisha on the car.
69.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he part of his wheelchair?
Does he have loads of like little trinkets and stuff like that at the shop? Yeah. Okay. Action.
Roy, I'm done.
You're returning that, are you, son?
Yeah, I am.
Not looking so well, Bert.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I am done. I am dying, Bert.
I'm your Bert. I'm
Roy.
Roy. Yeah,
Yeah, you're old though.
Roy, I am dying.
You are dying.
Your memory shot to shit. I was going to offer you a bit of this, but it might kill you.
No.
What's the illness? Because you were right as rain last week.
I've got I've got sepsis.
Fuck, that is serious.
It is serious.
Right, okay.
It is serious.
So
I know all about that.
You go there.
And the treatments haven't worked. You just that's
Nothing.
it.
I'm gone. I'm going. I think I'm about to go now.
Right. Well, hang on. Whoa. I've got to give you $250 back.
Still on shisha pipe. That's not come out the mouth.
Someone's dying. Whoa.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Listen, son. Yeah.
Not dying here. That's natural causes.
Yeah. You know, it's a £5 limit on card.
Oh, I can't. I've not got it. But I have got one thing for you.
What?
I've got a secret.
Yeah.
Mandy. I've got to tell you. Remember Mandy?
Mandy.
You remember
Mandy.
I remember her. She's on the wall.
I know, yeah. That's me pride and joy up there.
Dear, beautiful.
My lighthouse in the storm.
Gorgeous Mandy.
Great tits.
Yeah, great tits. Great.
Cracking pair of chips.
And people in the shop go, as they're reading their magazine.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, Bert.
Never seen nipples like it.
Yeah.
It's
Perfect
unreal.
ratio, tit to nipple.
Gorgeous.
Perfect ratio. Right, okay.
Tits and nipples.
Yeah.
Just
And
get
then
bit.
What is the perfect ratio?
I don't know. It could be
Have a look
anything.
at Mandy.
Yeah. I just think of Paddy and Max when he goes, look at the cherry bakewells on that.
Go on, keep going.
So, yeah, sorry, go on.
Sorry. I read in an old magazine the other day. They were calling tits brown eyes.
Brown eyes.
Brown eyes.
Yeah, brown eyes. That's what they used to call them in the 70s.
Really? Never heard of that.
Mandy had beautiful brown eyes.
Beautiful.
Ah, right,
Brown
yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, she got beautiful brown eyes.
Big, beautiful brown eyes.
Explains all about my stepdad to my mum then. Some other brown eyes you
She was
sharing.
my brown eyed girl.
Yeah.
And I know you loved her. Yeah. She left you. And I need to tell you that before she left, I did something I wasn't proud of. I got very close to those brown eyes.
Did you look right into him?
I looked right into those brown eyes.
What did you do?
I sucked them.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord.
I did it multiple times. We had intense, passionate sex. It was great.
To my Mandy.
Your Mandy.
Oh, Mandy, when you came and you gave me that. That's going on in your head now, flashbacks to all the good times you had.
Like, David, be quiet. He's trying to have a conversation.
It was beautiful. It was sensual. It was a dream come true. Like, she was amazing. You were right. She was amazing.
Imagine telling somebody you slept with a girlfriend, but then continuing to tell them how good the sex was. You know, I slept with your girlfriend. I know, I'm sorry about it, but it was incredible. It was unbelievable.
And
the best sex I've ever had in my life.
I'm playing off that it's the smoke from the shisha that's making my eyes water. I'm pretending it's like not affecting me. Right. Like it's actually just tingled.
It's actually, the shop is filling up with smoke with how much you started sucking on it. You're like,
yeah. Condensation on the ceiling coming down.
that's the thing that actually finished Bert off, I think.
I think so. Maybe.
He goes,
Yeah. And at this point, have you died?
No,
I'm on the floor.
Okay. On
I'm
the floor.
white.
You're white.
I'm white as
You're in Scarborough, of
as
course
ever.
you're fucking white.
I'm going under.
Listen, Bert, I'm mortified by this news. Mandy was my one true love. She was my brown-eyed girl. And she made it very clear that I was her brown-eyed gentleman. And we would enjoy each other's company for years. I've had this shop open, hoping that she would one day return, because she left in the middle of the night one time and I've never seen her again.
Well,
And this is the truth. She left because of a betrayal.
it wasn't just because of a betrayal. She did betray you many, many times, but
With just yourself.
I think everyone in the shop starts going, and me.
not just me, not just me. Fred as well.
sorry.
Yeah. I mean, if you look in the magazine, she was doing it with everyone.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You know, that's
You've all.
But for you, it's like, but you're saying she's alive. That's the main thing.
And I do know that as much as a good time we had, she was so in love with you. And the guilt ate her up. The guilt, she just
And you
couldn't
did.
handle it. And she said, I just don't know
You
what
horrible bastard.
I don't know what to do. And I said, run away. Run far away.
Where did she go? Where's the last place you know her to be?
She went far away.
Doncaster.
Hull.
She went to a city of dreams and big lights.
Hull.
She went to Blackpool.
The Blackpool Strip.
Hey.
That's what they called her.
Right, and I think at that point, right. Bert, you change.
Good, that's it. Brilliant, that's it. Right, okay. So we've established that obviously the last place she was located was in Blackpool.
Yeah.
Right, so let's get he's going to obviously, that's his first port of call, isn't it? Go into Blackpool.
Coast to coast.
Coast to coast. I'm going to try and find Mandy.
Yeah.
Let's pick up a curveball in there, Molly. So if you pick up one of the yellow ones,
Yeah.
I'm going to try and...
First time ever he closes the shop, there's like a scene of him closing the shop and all these fellas going,
Yeah.
hey, what are you doing here?
yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. They found a locked box containing strange vials in the basement.
I think.
Right.
I think we've had that.
Not strange vials. So
No,
not.
we have files?
It wasn't.
It was found like secret
Oh, yeah,
papers,
yeah.
wasn't it?
With
Yeah. So in the basement they found strange vials. Did you say? Okay. So he's closing up the shop, isn't he? Have we definitely had that?
I think we had it last week.
Vials.
Yeah.
Well, we'll give you the option. Do you want to stick with
No,
that?
no. We'll skip it if we think that we've done
But
it.
I actually think it's a bit too. I mean, this is a shop that sells like porn. I feel like what's going to be in vials, it's going to probably be like cum or something.
Yeah, different lube.
Is it a bit too much?
Well, let's throw it because if we think that we've already had it, go for it. Go for another one.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Am I in the right thing? Yellow. Okay. The dog next door barked non-stop for hours.
Right. Okay. So that can be when we arrive. He's going to go and get a B&B, isn't he? In Blackpool, because he's going to try and like find Mandy, and he's not going to find her in the day. He's going to have to obviously spend a week there. So I reckon he gets a B&B.
Maybe he's hired a dog to sniff her out.
Maybe.
Just as a, you know what I mean? He's like, look.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Can you just get a dog to sniff out a person?
Defo, yeah,
Can you hire? Yeah. Can you
I
hire
reckon
sniffer
he's
dogs?
taken.
Yeah, but how do you know?
If someone goes missing,
How do you know? How does the dog know what Mandy?
they'll give it a piece of clothing.
No.
He's taken that laminated picture of her, right? Put it in front of this hound,
Well, it's looked at it.
and it's gone. I've had a bit of a whiff, right? Got a lippy on, and then decided it's got to go.
It'd be an old bra. It's got a smell of her. A laminate picture ain't got a smell of Mandy. is it?
Yeah.
And she's definitely not going to look the same.
No. It's a,
What item of clothing do you reckon he's still got, or is it like a lock of her? He's got what has he got of Mandy's, which he's kept for all this
Maybe it's a
time?
hairbrush.
I feel like it's got to be lingerie, isn't it?
Okay.
It's just in the way that she.
Sorry, I was just.
Was you thinking of like a toy?
An Alsatian and some guy shoving knickers in its nose, go fucking have a whiff of that, will you? Have a whiff of that and find her.
I think
right?
that's going to have to be what it is.
it's her old gimp mask. Smell that.
Right. So just to clarify, has he hired a dog?
Or maybe it could be something really wholesome. Because her job was sex, but I feel like Roy, saw more.
It was love.
Yeah.
It was love for him.
It must be love.
I think it should be a sock.
A sock.
Nice.
Okay, so he's kept a sock all this time.
Yeah.
You're saying he's gone to Blackpool. I had a sniffer dog. I think with that in itself could be an act out. Ben, I think that you're going to be the guy who owns these sniffer dogs in Blackpool.
Okay.
It's off the books. It's not like a legitimate company. It's just something that he's heard about.
Yeah.
And
your company's called Sniffing Around.
Yeah. Oh, Dave's dogs.
yeah, Dave's dogs. And Harry, you're obviously playing Roy.
You're going to say the dog.
And you're gonna be around Blackpool and you're trying to find a hound for your business.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe he's arrived and that's why he's heard the dog barking all night. He's got there really early. He just waited for him to wake up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think it might even be more pathetic in a good way is he hires a B&B in Blackpool. He hears this dog barking all night next door. He goes round and in his head he thinks, this dog might be able to help me out. Can I borrow your dog? Like as a sniffer dog, he's like that naive.
Yeah, it's just like a whippet.
I like that.
Yeah. So this dog's been barking all night next door.
He's
and
like, that dog's talented.
Yeah.
yeah, and you're thinking Roy would be in bed annoyed, but he's actually like, what if? What if? And he notices it's a little sniffer dog that he's got next door. Can I borrow it, mate?
What
Yeah.
breed is it? What? All right, okay.
It has one of them things that them people have on the dogs these days, like aggressive dog. It has like retired sniffer dog written on it.
Right.
What breed
Okay.
is it?
We'll find out. We'll find out in the act out. Okay. So you're knocking on, Roy.
Yeah,
You're knocking
knock on.
onto this door
Right.
next door.
Yeah.
Tap, tap.
Hello.
I like it. You just knock back.
Oh.
I've never experienced that. You knocking on the door, someone knocks back at it. That'd freak me out.
You
That.
open the door.
I'd open the
Try
door.
that.
You open from the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, pal.
Still got a pipe.
Yeah. It's just it's resting on you. Can't go and get it next to me. Right, hey pal. I stepped through the smoke.
Yeah. Oh God.
Your dog
Yeah.
been barking all night.
Yeah. Sorry about that, mate. It does it sometimes. It's got anxiety.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Used to be a sniffer dog.
Well, that's precisely the reason I've come round. So I know a good dog when I
What a
see
official
one.
conversation.
I'd like to purchase it.
No, sorry, mate. I'll rent it, but I'm not selling it to you.
What's your hourly rate for the hound?
What a lie! What's your hourly rate for the hound?
I'll be honest with you, we normally do it by day.
Right, okay.
250 squid a day.
£250.
£250.
What if I might need him for longer than a day? That's the thing.
Okay,
I'm
2
looking-
days. I'll do you a deal. £500.
3 days.
2 days.
So there's no deal. It's just the exact day rate times
People
2.
do that. It's so good.
Okay, 3 days. 750. Keep going.
Give me the dog for a week, and I'll pay you 400.
What about if you try and sort of twist his arm with your adult art
Do you
that you've got?
masturbate?
Quite regular, son.
Well,
The
probably
doctor
don't-
said 3 times a week and you're healthy.
you probably don't recognise me, but I run a establishment in Scarborough called Royce Halls.
Are you Roy Rinder?
As you live and breathe.
Yeah, you're quite.
I'm a big fan. The only place you can get real 70s pornography is from your shop.
Exactly.
I've been there. Every time I go to Butlins, I'm always popping to your shop.
Yeah.
Get one of them, crack one out in the caravan. I'm ready for the weekend.
Oh,
Right.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I tell you what. Do your deal. You give me the dog, 400 quid for a week.
I'm loaning you the dog. You're not having the dog. Let's get that clear.
Okay.
He's a family friend, son. Yeah. I like porn, but I love my dog.
During this interaction, you've actually started to light up
Yeah.
yourself.
I've smoked 5 cigarettes.
Yeah.
So.
And every time
You've lit it off
Yeah.
your pipe.
every time it starts as a cigarette, and every time it goes out frame, it comes back in, it's a cigar. Right, and it's just getting.
He's smoking like a log at the end. It's like,
Yeah, it's a pipe, and then it comes back and it's something.
it's one of them Native American things by the end.
Yeah. Right. Listen, son.
Right.
I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass. That is a good dog,
Yeah.
and I would like to use it. Do you know? Do you remember when you come into the shop? Do you know a picture of Mandy?
Oh, Mandy Big Tits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, maybe you recognise Manda.
Oh,
A good step in.
let's have a look. At her.
Hang on. Let me just get me laminate out.
She looks like Sheila who works at Pirate Island.
Oh.
Right, the arcade.
She's I don't think you need the dog, son. I think you just need my eyes. I recognise Chebs like that anywhere. This is how I actually talk.
So that's it. So he doesn't. He doesn't.
Yeah, it's not an accent for me. This is just me talking to a friend.
What's good is he doesn't actually need the dog. Through that curveball, he's found.
I'll be honest with you, son. This dog's for finding missing children.
Yeah, and
you're looking for a woman.
What's the dog called?
Bertie.
Bertie.
Yeah.
Right, okay. We had a Bertie that died. Maybe he's reincarnated as a dog.
All right. It's a Bichon Frise. Right. It's a lovely dog.
I think you can just go now.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to Treasure Island.
Yeah, I just quite like the idea of you giving it away and then just being like half looking over your shoulder, going, Bertie, stand down, and he just goes back into the lounge.
The dog's still not go up.
Yeah.
Blind dog walks out.
Right. Okay. Door closes.
Door closes. He's on his way to Treasure Island in Blackpool.
That was beautiful. I
Yeah,
can see that.
great.
So,
I'd say well done,
thank
lads.
you.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, really good.
So on the way to Treasure Island, and he's trying to find
It's Treasure Island, not Pirate Island.
is it
Coral Island.
Coral Island?
Yeah, sorry.
Sheila, did you say her name?
Sheila, yeah.
So potentially going by an alias of Sheila, and
Yeah.
what sort of job is she working in Coral Island? What do you think, Molly?
In Coral Island.
Like with
Maybe in the donut shop. Hot donut bit.
My question to you is, how long's she been in Blackpool?
I think she's been there since.
So, for we're talking almost 30 years.
Yeah, because I think if you think in the 80s, I think, she could have been a good performer in the 80s in Blackpool.
Yeah.
Maybe early 90s, and then it all starts kind of going downhill, I think. She might do a bit of this and that, a bit of I feel like she'd be a bit of a dancer, a bit of like a go-go dancer.
Right, okay.
Maybe then she starts like dancing for tribute acts, behind tribute acts and stuff like that.
Nice, yeah. Do you know what? Do you want me to say a vision I had in my head then? Not a vision, but like just story-wise. I like the idea of Roy going to the donut shop and he sees Mandy, but the age that she was when she left, it's a daughter. It's like the spitting image.
Yeah.
Oh, and you actually recognise the daughter.
Well, yeah, I just feel like it's sort of her in, like, because when she left, she would have been about 30.
Yeah.
And now he's seeing her as if it was the same woman that left him, and it could be his daughter.
Is this getting creepy, though?
No, it's not. It's not like in a thingy way. It's just like...
Yeah.
It's like, because you were saying before, it's love, and it's like, the reason she left, it could be his daughter. I'm just...
Yeah, I like that. I like
Okay.
he legs it into Coral Island, and he bounces off the security guard. He's got massive tits. And he wakes up
And it's
goes,
her.
And he looks up and it look like he thinks he's having an illusion because it looks like the
Yeah,
daughter.
but it'll freak him out. It'd freak him out.
Yeah.
I've got an idea for a bit of context here, right? I think the main character is called Roy. I think.
Let's start again.
We're on there now. We're an hour in.
I'm wrapping this up here, right? I reckon that Roy and Mandy were together happy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, like years ago, right? She wanted a kid. And obviously, and that at the time is not going to work for the career that she's doing.
Yeah,
right?
and he didn't want one.
Yeah, I don't think he did. But I think he got told that he couldn't have kids. Like he was like he's firing blanks.
Yeah.
Right. So she had an affair. Right. The child is his, but she's had an affair, and because she's had the kid, she can't explain that away to him.
Okay.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm pregnant. There's no other way I'd have to fess it like I've had an affair. So she goes on the run, and then he's coming back to obviously be like, well, this is why you've left, but like this person looks like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's quite that gives you a bit more motive than it just being like wandering hands type.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah, there's like a scene of her story, how she ended up in Blackpool. Like, it goes through that she has a baby. And
in the film version, we would see that.
There'd be like a scene of her doing like going to Blackpool in the 80s. And
Well, what I was thinking is, I reckon he's gone to Coral Island. He hasn't found her just yet. We get another curveball, and this will be our last curveball of the story. So if you pick up another one, Molly, and we'll try and get this in.
The basement suddenly flooded after the heavy rain.
The basement suddenly flooded after the heavy rain. Well, you're by the beach, aren't you, in Blackpool? So is there some sort of like flooding situation there? Or
strip clubs usually underground as well.
I've got an idea. It could be he gets a call back home to hear that his shop's flooded.
And all his memorabilia and his Mandy memorabilia.
Yeah.
Which is like, what does he pick? Does he... Like he can't
Does
find...
he let go of the past or step into the unknown?
See, you wouldn't have thought we'd be making fire like this, would you, before we start these stories?
Yeah, we said the word chebs on this podcast. We're also saying lines like that as well. What a mix.
Yeah.
So I think he gets a call.
Who is it? Who's calling him?
It's your story, Molly.
It's his other mate, Fred, who's looking after his snake.
Right.
Okay.
He's looking after. He's like, mate, I fucked it.
You fucked the snake.
I fucked the snake.
You were supposed to look after it.
I think it's.
I strictly told you not to fuck the snake.
That was the only thing I asked. I didn't even tell you to feed it.
It'll last for a week off one mouse.
Oh my god, that is awful. That image.
You brought it up.
Right. So he's not fucked a snake. But
No.
So
I think it's probably the mate's fault. So maybe he's left. He had a bath. He wanted to have a bath.
Yeah.
Everything's flooded. A lot of stuff is ruined, and he's like, "How much?" And he's like, "A lot.
Yeah.
A lot is ruined."
put it this way, pal. I'm wearing a snorkel right now. Pretty bad.
Yeah. Oh, sheesh, that much. The amount of condensations flooded the shop.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Bath is.
Maybe before he gets the call, if he sees the daughter and maybe he realizes and he panics and he thinks, actually, I shouldn't be here. Why am I here? I can't. He's almost kind of stepped back. But then he gets the call. He's found out everything's ruined.
Great shout.
It's hard. His past isn't really there anymore. He's here now. Just face the future. So he heads over and speaks to the daughter.
Right, okay. So, what's the name of the daughter?
She should have a cool name. Oh, okay. Who was like a famous Cherry?
Cherry. Okay.
Yeah.
Was Cherry the name of the woman in Grand Theft Auto? You know the one who was in the American bikini? Yeah. I'm sure it was like Cherry, something like that.
Yeah, no idea.
Anyway, right, so...
Cherry Pie by Warrant.
Yeah. She's my cherry pie.
Yeah.
You like that one,
And
Harry?
he hears that weirdly about his daughter when she walks past. He's like...
And she's working at the donut shop.
Got good cherry bakewells.
Got good cherry bakewells. Yeah, I like the Austin Powers sort of like moment of him looking over to this donut shop. She stood there, and the donuts are in front of her where her boobs would be, and it's just that sort of like, whoa, sort of moment.
That's the top of the donut. Hey, struggle for business these days, son. You gotta do what you can.
And I feel like it's sort of like taken by surprise. You'd think, am I dreaming? Like it's this, she's there, but like as I left her. So you're gonna play Roy, Harry.
All right, okay.
You're gonna approach the donut shop. You're gonna be playing Cherry.
Okay.
And like it's gonna be a bit of a weird scenario because you think it like what's going on here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're approaching the donut shop. Or is it one of them where you think, fucking hell, I'm quite hungry actually. I'm going to go and get myself some donuts. She turns around.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He goes, Mandy?
Yeah.
Go on.
What do you want?
Mandy.
Mandy? I'm not Mandy.
You
mean my mum? You cheeky shit. Are you talking about my mum?
Your mum? Your mum, Mandy?
My mum's got Mandy.
What's your name?
Yeah, you think he's being a bit of a cheeky bastard because you know why men would ask you about your mum.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name's Cherry. Who the fuck are you?
I tell you what, gotta be you, aren't you? On your chip in your donut van.
Yeah.
Kids coming up. Can I get sauce? No, you can't, you fucker.
That's like a shisha
Yeah,
pipe
exactly.
out.
Right.
Imagine maybe your mum was called Cherry, and that's why she's called that.
Yeah, but hang on.
That's too mad, though.
Your
Why
name.
is there an old lady called Cherry?
You're right. That would make this. You're right. That would make this story mad. Yeah. The possibility of an old woman having a name Cherry. That would make this story mad. Yeah. Not the pornography shop. You know, the man fucking a snake. Yeah, him constantly smoking a shisha.
Yeah.
Too far.
Yeah, that is just one step too far. Yeah.
So your mum's called Mandy, but you look the image of your mum. I know your mum.
That's how genetics work, pal.
Right.
Yeah, someone's saying that as a. Yeah.
I'm in the queue.
Yeah, you're having churros like that. Just
He's got 3 kids. He's like, hurry up, pal.
yeah. Hang on. So your mum is Mandy.
Yeah.
Where is your mum?
You're asking a lot of questions, you pal. Do you feel safe? Do you feel safe?
Do you need Angela, love? Do you need Angela? You're like, I'm Cherry Dickhead.
Yeah.
Look, this is going to sound crackers.
Yeah.
I've got a picture.
Yeah, and then I turn around with
The
your mum's
frame.
brown eyes
Oh,
out.
fucking hell.
That's your mum.
Oh, God. Please put it away.
Whoa.
I don't wanna see that.
No, it's not for you. It's not for you.
Hey, they're selling toys over there.
Hey, you look with your
son.
eyes, not your hands.
Yeah.
Look, me and your mum,
Me?
for years, together. And she disappeared out of the blue
Wait.
about 30 years ago.
It's about that you're holding it like that.
And,
Psychopath.
and,
Me and your mum.
Middle of Blackpool.
and look, she didn't leave without a word. But you are the image of her. Image.
Well, I don't know about that, but you want to see my mum?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your name?
Roy. You might know me as Roy Holes.
Holes.
Indeed.
I think I have heard about you before.
Biggest seller of pornography in Scarborough.
Is there like a birthmark you both share or something like that? Something that you notice on a skin, or you know what I mean? I'm just trying to think if there's anything where he sort of twigs.
Massive birthmark on the face.
Yeah.
I've got one of them.
I think it's
I think maybe it's just that we're both smoking shisha pipes.
Right, it's like quite subtle. It's just you both, like, from a film point of view, it's obvious, but...
Yeah. Is that candy floss?
Yeah, I don't think we should
Yeah.
realise.
I almost feel like you'd go, I'm going to take you to see her, but I'm coming with you because you're wary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly where she's at. She is. She's at Pat's Tempe Bingo.
Oh, yeah.
Where she always is.
Pat's Tempe. Where's that from me?
Just round the corner. I'll take you.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Let's put that away though.
Yeah. And then while you're
just walking through the arcade, like.
Do you know what? I like the idea of as you're like just putting things up, I'm just like going, just rolling it up like that. Hang on.
The police would definitely arrest you. A man walking around with some pornography like this, walking around. Should we sent this woman.
Yeah.
Right.
Elastic band on it. Roll it down. There we go. Right.
Onward.
Yeah.
And then, like, in a sleeve. And then in, like, one of them cases. Like,
Got it in a quiver.
yeah.
So we've got about 5 minutes left. Let's just remind ourselves of that very last line, the red line.
Oh, their lover's hand was the last thing they would feel.
Right, okay, because it makes you feel as if like there might be a death.
A death.
Right, okay, so Tempe Bingo. Is it in the middle of, is he sort of patiently waiting as the bingo's getting called? Is he waiting for a full house before he sort of goes over to...
This is a mad idea. But I think, I just as an idea,
You've
right?
done it.
I think they go to the Tempe Bingo, right? And I think there is someone in there, he's basically going to rob it that day, right?
The Tempe Bingo, yeah.
So someone's gone in with like, some water pistols. No, do you know what I mean? They've gone in with like, they're going to fucking rob the bingo. And I think he goes to save Mandy. But she doesn't know that it's him. You know what I mean? In that sense.
How does he know that someone's going to rob it?
No. I think he's just like, wrong place, wrong time. And I think he goes to protect his partner. Yeah. And it's like he gets shot, right? And he's on the floor.
He gets shot with one of the rifles that they use at Blackpool. Do you know when you're shooting down them little, they're shooting down the little targets?
So that's kill him. It's just like,
The shock. It's the shock that kills
He's
him.
so old,
Yeah, because he is 70.
Somewhere quite specific that could hit, that could kill you, like a certain...
What if
part of your body.
gets him in the eye?
Yeah, I mean, he is 69, so maybe it's the fall. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of...
Could just be cold as well.
it's a fall. It's his head. Real undramatic death.
So I reckon they get into the bingo. This is our picture, right?
Yeah.
And they're walking. As they're walking through the hall, you see this figure just on the other side of the room, walking at the same pace, but like Mandy's in the middle. You know what I mean? And they're just bobbing through the tables. And she's like, "Yeah, she's over here. She's over here." What?
I was thinking it could be more cinematic than that.
Right.
I think that obviously they're in the hall and a bingo session's going on. He's waiting for the bingo session to finish so we can go and talk to Mandy.
Yeah.
Maybe she runs it. Maybe I think she could be the leader.
I think she's the one announcing numbers.
Yeah.
8 and 8.
She does like the stage.
Two fat ladies, 8 and 8, 88. Yeah. All the twos, 22. It's just getting tense. And then someone shouts, bingo, stands up, brandishes a rifle, and goes, "Give me the money. Give me the money."
Fires it once, goes, "I'm not messing about," snaps it, reloads.
Yeah. Oh,
But I think but then I think for even more cinematic effect, I think he then blows the shisha to like block Mandy, and then the smoke clears and he's been shot.
Oh. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, no one knows what's happened in the film. He's like, no. Fills the room with
smoke from his shisha pipe, creates a bit of a smoke screen against Mandy. This guy's just firing into her, trying to get anything he can landed on her.
Pellets.
She's got like £8 behind the bingo tumbler that he really wants.
In 10p's.
In 10p's.
So he just comes and takes that while they're on the floor. So I think Mandy would recognise him straight away.
Yeah, he's a bandit, this guy.
Yeah.
What Otto is in like the guy who's shooting?
Yeah, no, like he's been shot in the smoke.
She recognises Roy.
So
she means Roy. I thought you meant.
Been shot, the guy that shot him is immediately just goes and gets the money, but she looks at Roy. I think she should notice who Roy is straight away.
Yeah.
Romantic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Roy. Yeah. Like she's like, "Oh my God, you're a hero."
Yeah.
Roy.
Yeah, he's like, Mandy.
He takes £8 in the air fryer home with him.
Yeah, the guy.
He's on the floor.
And he could go, "Mandy, that's you, isn't it?" And he goes, "Yeah." And you went, "Is it definitely you?" She goes, yeah. And
For the listener, just tell Mandy just brandished her big brown eyes to sort of confirm that it is her.
And I feel like Roy's seen that.
And just goes.
Yeah. Like he came and he went at the same time.
Yeah. No,
that's a nice way to go, really.
Yeah. I think he's like, I think he leaves him at night, and she's like, Roy, she's yours, and he realizes he's got a daughter, and he's like, well, and he's like, I want to leave you the shop.
Well, what I'm thinking is, let's just have this. Let's have
everything's ruined as well.
The final act out. So it's like, obviously you're on the floor, like there's smoke in the air.
Yeah.
Mandy, you just come over to sort of like thank your hero.
I've got a pellet in me.
Roy, is that you?
It is me. I've been looking for you for years, Mandy.
Oh my God. Right, I never thought I'd see you again.
Is it really you?
It's me. Honestly, it's me. Check out my brown eyes.
Fucking hell.
What a response.
Yeah.
Do they still look the same, Roy?
Mum, put him away.
Fucking hell.
Some lad at the back going, hey, there's kids in here.
He died doing what he loved. Looking at it.
Go on, keep it going.
Go, fucking hell, yeah. Mandy, it is you. You look amazing.
Oh, Roy, thank you. I think about you all the time. I can't believe I've finally seen you again.
Well, I seen Bert. He popped in the shop yesterday.
Oh, God. Don't talk about this right now. You die here. We can't talk about Bert.
Look, I know what happened. And I want you to know, I forgive you. You've been a shrine in my shop for years. It's gone to shit now. It's flooded. But the main thing is, I've still got it. That's you.
Oh, Roy, you're so romantic.
I've kept it all these years.
I've got something to tell you.
Will you put it away?
Hang on.
It's kids in here.
Go on.
Roy, you've got a daughter.
Really?
Yeah, Cherry, come here.
Oh, fuck off, Mum, will you?
Yeah.
I'm busy.
Come here. Come and say goodbye to your dad.
Show me your brown eyes.
What's that?
Look, Dad.
I think that part. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Disgust. Like, don't be right, Cherry.
Sorry, Dad.
You're calling him Dad straight away.
Yeah. Sorry,
Look,
Dad.
You can't be flashing them, right?
Well, that's how my mum made a living.
Yeah, but you sell donuts.
How do you think we bought that
don't
donut?
be judgmental, Roy.
She's my own daughter.
You've got.
Don't tell me how to parent your child.
He's dying here and going, oh, come on, pal. Do you want to calm down with that?
You've got like 10 seconds left.
Look, this has been a great end to a mad 2 days. My shop's gone, but my child lives on. And then I think I go, give me one last go of that shisha. And then I take it in.
And he turns to smoke.
Yeah, and I think the coal on it just burns out.
Oh, that's poetic, yeah.
Yeah.
And then his last breath is a big exhale of shisha smoke.
Wow.
And I think at that point, there's like sirens just silently happening in the background. You know what I mean? First responders get in there and they're just like, he's gone.
Yeah, they keep thinking that the ambulance has arrived, but it's just the illuminations just shining into the shop.
Yeah.
It's here! Fuck, not again.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
And then the last line, read it out for us, Molly.
Their lover's hand was the last thing they would feel.
Yeah,
that's how it ends.
And that was Roy's hand on her tit. Right?
He just goes like that.
Yeah.
One last.
Yeah.
Oh.
Molly,
Yeah.
what a story.
What a story.
What a story.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that is another one where we've come away for it thinking, that could actually be made into something.
Yeah.
That was poetry, that.
I pictured like Robert Carlyle as Roy.
Yeah, well, I always think the films that we make here are always like the full Monty. I always see the films as like the full Monty.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
can
it
see
was.
that.
Yeah, I felt like it had layers. You know what I mean? A bit of BFI funding, independent feature, British.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brought to you by
definitely.
Television X. It's Roy's Holes.
Getting a 10-minute preview at 11 o'clock.
Exactly.
Come and watch this
Let's make it.
trailer.
Let's make it.
Yeah, yeah. get it made ASAP.
Yeah.
What should the film be called?
Have you got an idea?
Roy's Hole in the Heart.
Roy's hole in the heart.
What about
Yeah.
Mamre
Hole in the
Mandy?
Heart.
Hole in the Heart could work, I think.
Hole in the Heart, yeah.
That's good. That's a good shout. Yeah, because Roy's holes.
And he got shot in the heart.
Yeah, by a pellet as well. It wasn't even a bullet that killed him.
His skin is that
Yeah.
thin. He looks after him. He lives in that shop. His skin is like paper.
Skin was like Rizzler.
Yeah. He went straight through him.
Yeah. And he smoked it in the end.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I like that. What was the whole
Yeah.
Lovers? What was it called? What was the name of the place?
Hole in the heart.
Hole in the Heart. I like that.
Hole in the Heart. Right.
It doesn't give too much away either. I
Superb.
like that.
Yeah.
Wrap it
Molly,
up for us,
that
It
Harry.
doesn't give too much away, but it also gives everything away.
Yeah. Once you watch it, you're like,
Yeah. It's like it's got the title of something which you might watch with like your partner, and after 10 minutes they're like, it's not what I thought it was.
Yeah, oh, it
Yeah.
defo is. Yeah, 'cause
One
it
of them's
sounds
like,
quite serious.
let's just carry on watching it. Like, no. Why is he smoking shisha? Molly, that was superb. Thank you very much for doing
thank
it.
you. I loved it. Thanks for having me.
no problem at all.
Well, thank you for coming on. People can find you online.
Yeah, on Instagram, Molly McGuinness, Molly like EH, like the way I say it, MOLLEH.
You made that sound complicated.
It did make it sound Molly McGuinness, Molly McGuinness. If you type in Molly McGuinness, that's like the only thing I'm using at the moment. But I'm doing some shows and the shows with Paul as well, so
Amazing.
find them on there.
Go and check her out. She's very funny.
Thank you.
Plug the live show.
Yes. 11th of December, not the 12th, the 11th of December, we're doing a live show of this in Manchester at Fierce
amazing.
Bar. So, tickets are on sale. Come and have a watch. It will be really good. And if you've enjoyed the podcast, subscribe, right? We said it at the start. We'll say it at the end. Subscribe. This has been All Made Up with Molly McGuinness. Thank you very much and good night.
Bye.
It's all made up again. Yeah. It's all made up again.